That means work hard towards achieving that which you believe is beneficial for you and seek the help of Allah and don't be lazy. That's what Allah says. The rest of it, inshallah, we all rely on Allah anyway, not only for the rest, but even for the beginning of it. That's why we ask Allah's guidance all the time, every day, every single day. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. In every unit of prayer, we're asking Allah's guidance. Oh Allah, guide us to the straight path. I've always said that is the most repeated dua on earth. The most repeated. It's repeated a few billion times a day. What is that dua? What is the supplication that's the most repeated on earth? Wallahi, I swear by Allah, it is Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Guide us to the straight path. Because if you make your 5 daily prayers, you've already said them minimum 17 times. And if you're one and we're a few billion on earth, and half of them pray 5 times a day, tell me, a quarter of them pray 5 times a day, may Allah strengthen all of us. How many times did you say, oh Allah, guide me to the straight path? See? But what's the point of repeating Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim? Cool, see? And you didn't work towards it. A slight bit of an effort, a little millimeter a day, and you get it. You know what needs to be done, and so do I. You know the dark habits that you have that needs to be eradicated. We all have them, because we're all human beings. My life, and I still need to work on a few things in my life, and so do every single one of us. Not a single person can come up and say, I don't have any bad habits. Impossible. You're lying. And don't lie to us. Keep it to yourself. I don't need to know. You need to know about me. I don't need to know about you. My Lord is Allah, not you. And the same applies vice versa. When you've developed your heart, you start feeling love towards others that you found on earth. Because I tell you, when we say the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who are we talking about? Have you ever thought of it? There are 2 types of ummah. One is the ummah referring to all those who have responded to the message. They are known as the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But did you ever know there is ummatul da'wah and ummatul istijabah? We are all ummatul istijabah. We are all the ummah that has responded to the da'wah, that has responded to the call. We accepted the message. So we are people on earth are all ummat ad-da'wah. They are all part of the ummah who is receiving the message. Ummah of the Prophet. That's why the minute you say your shahada, you join a smaller group known as the ummah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, referring to those who've accepted it. I hope you've understood this. So, these 2 types of ummah, we should know that for us to be used to guide a single person towards Allah is better for us than anything material on earth. That's a hadith. Wallahi la an yahdi Allahu bika rajulan wahidan khayrun laka min humri an-na'am. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, Wallahi, if Allah uses you to guide a single person, it's better for you than the most valuable of the material items, meaning the conveyance. It's called the red camel, the most valuable conveyance on earth. Today it's not the red camel anymore, it's something else. But we could still use the term red camel. There are camels out there that are perhaps more expensive than your Tank 500s and your Mercedes Benzes and so on. You might be wondering, what's a Tank 500? Who knows? You can Google it, inshallah. You'll be surprised. At least I know something you guys don't. Luton, mashallah. Next time I come here, you can pick me up in a Tank 500, inshallah. By that time, I might have a 60. But my brothers and sisters, I'm going to work on my bad habits, and so do you need to work on your bad habits. Why am I spending time on this? Because the qualities of the heart, that's what matters. When I look at someone else and I feel, you know what, I will give my life to protect this person. They are part of me. Wallahi, when you get to that stage, you are part of that ummah. I swear, when I see someone, and I'm just giving an example, when I see someone that actually I can relate to this person's part of the ummah. In fact, it extends to humanity at large, any human. That's why the Quran says, if you save a single life without mentioning what religion, without mentioning any other detail, you save a single life, it's as good as saving entire humanity. I'm sure you've heard the verse, وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. But there comes a closer and a closer and a closer relation as the circle becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to your own blood. Blood meaning brother, sister. Why do we say blood? Because Allah chose them for you. You didn't choose them. Who's your mother? Who's your father? Who's your brothers and sisters if you have any? They are the ones chosen by Allah. And then we go back to the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. Those same brothers are the ones plotted because they were jealous. Jealous for what? Who gives elevation, status, wealth, and so on? It's Allah. So if you have a problem with Allah, then you've got a problem with yourself. Because Allah made you. When you work on your qualities and you start developing that compassion, the feeling for others, I am not the only one on earth. Wallahi, there are people far more valuable than I am on earth. There are people whom Allah loves more than He loves me. Perhaps on earth, there are. There are some whom I might come across, if I'm rude to them, what if that person is a friend of Allah? When I spread rumor about them, just what if that person is closer to Allah than I am? So go easy on the people. You never know who's who. Subhanallah. You never know who's who. To be able to greet is an Islamic teaching. To be able to respond to a greeting is a Quranic injunction. You have to. Someone says Assalamu alaikum. You like it or you don't like it. You have to say Wa alaikum assalam, the minimum. You like it or you don't like it. You have to say Wa alaikum assalam, the minimum. Allah grant us acceptance. Why? Why do we say that's the minimum? The minimum because someone made a prayer for you. May peace be upon you. Wow, what an amazing way of greeting people. May peace be upon you. I'm in search of peace, so are you. May peace be upon you. Assalam, all types of peace. I pray that you have good health. I pray that you have contentment. I pray that everything goes good for you. You have a good job. I pray that you get sustenance from Allah. Your worries are taken care of by Allah. Difficult and so much more. I pray for that and the blessings and the mercy of Allah upon you. That's a Muslim, and I'm just saying, hi. That's what it is. That's the reason why I won't say hi and bye. I start off with Assalamu alaikum. So it's our way of greeting. Powerful. And when someone says all of that to you, what is peace? Peace extends all the way to the hereafter. To feel that it should hit you. So, it's not painful. I remember there was a brother who didn't reply. And I told him, why did you reply? He said, that guy's an enemy, man. He's lying. He says, just say wa alaikum assalam. What's the big deal? What did you lose? So what if they're lying? He says, but then I'll be lying as well. So don't